find ourselves on a spiritual journey, a journey that began with our baptisms and a journey that lasts till our transition to life eternal. And in this journey, we are constantly growing in the ways of the Holy Spirit, deepening our relationship with Christ, exploring ways that we can more authentically witness the teachings of Jesus, that our discipleship will become more and more apparent to others. And like any journey, there's ups and downs, there's right turns and left turns, wrong turns. There's all sorts of things that happen on this spiritual journey. The spiritual masters always talk about the word discernment, that ability to reflect on what is God asking of me, or how can I respond to God's will with this circumstance in my life. How do I find mercy or love or justice in my life? And the process of discernment requires a lot of listening. And in this process of listening, we're looking for indications, of course, of the Holy Spirit, a sign that God is directing me this way or that way, or challenging me to be more generous or forgiving. As any spiritual director will tell you, this is not an easy process. And we can be easily confused or deluded, or we mistake what we think is the will of God, and it turns out that it's our will, not the will of the Lord. And so this looking for signs or indications of the direction God is inviting us to follow is not an easy one. And we see in the gospel many occasions where people were coming to Jesus like he was a magician. You know, they wanted him to make the sun turn blue, or they wanted some kind of magical sign that he was the Son of God, completely missing the point of his proclamation of the kingdom. And that's a kind of an encounter in the gospel today. These Pharisees want some magical sign to say, I am the Son of God. And Jesus realizes that there's no sign that are going to convince these people that I'm the Son of God. And so he leaves them, regretting that they're caught in this magical world, a world of wonder-making. And we know that in our own journey, people can get very much trapped into looking for signs in the world of magic, to see some spectacular thing happen out of the ordinary. But if we look at the Gospels, you know, the signs that Jesus gives come out of very ordinary things, often reflected in his parable. You know, it's the sower who plants the seed. It's the prodigal son. It's the man born blind who can see. It's feeding the hungry. It's bringing someone who has been excluded or marginalized into the community. These are not magical signs. They're spiritual manifestations of God's power. How God can forgive us, God can love us, God can challenge us to be a better person. Today we are invited to reflect on, how am I looking for signs in my life? What kind of signs am I looking for? How am I spiritually growing and deepening my faith in the Lord, who loves us all so very much?
Hello, OLPH. My name is Mary Lynn Januszewski, and I'm the Director of Finance and Operations at Our Lady of Perpetual Help Parish in Glenview, Illinois. And this message comes to you with heartfelt gratitude and thanks for your ongoing generosity and support of OLPH Parish. This overwhelming generosity allows us to continue to serve and to minister to the parish community in so many different ways. So thank you, OLPH, for all you do. You are much appreciated.